You ever make a series of mistakes and you look back at it and you're just like, man, had I just stopped fucking myself 3 years ago, things would look really different right now. And who could say why you did it? Maybe you just didn't know any better, right? You didn't have that base of knowledge that you now have. Maybe you just liked how it felt. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But regardless, man, had you just stopped 3 years ago, you would not have this list of mistakes shoved 5 miles up your ass. You would be way better off, because that's going to take a lot of manpower to get out of there. I'm going to be honest with you, gamers. It's jammed. Alright, so here's the synopsis for those of you who skipped the filler episodes. Pretty much, the last update came out and it wasn't bad, it was pretty decent, but at the same time it just like enlarged this feeling in my heart that I was going in the wrong direction. Mainly just from a tools perspective. I feel like I was really fighting with my tools a lot of the time to get the game to play the way I wanted it to. And on the flip side, I had this really nice like test new character controller and new weapon controller brewing in the background. And I asked the community one day, hey, do you guys think it'd be a good idea if I just like stopped everything I'm doing right now and merged the new tools in? People were like, yeah, go ahead and do it. And I was like, okay, this will probably take about 2 months. Today marks month 1 being officially completed. So, this is what I've done. Okay, so pretty much I just wanted to go over kind of the things I've been doing. I'm also going to be playing in the background, so my commentary is going to be awful. Also, another thing, before we get into this, can we just talk about how much of a jackass thing this is? Like, I'm releasing a video of me recording a video of me playing my own game. I must seem like the most self-centered person on earth. Maybe I am. Maybe I don't hate myself. Who knows? Yeah, you get to guess. What's the thing that normal YouTubers are like? Oh, tell me in the comments what you think. I'm definitely getting sidetracked. I always like Jack Frags. He does like he does a lot of like Battlefield content. He'll be like, oh, leave a dislike if you don't like the content. I'm like, dude, fuck you, man. You know you don't want people to do that. You're just saying that to look nice so that people don't actually leave dislikes. And I love Jack Frags. He is a genuinely a nice guy, from what I can tell. I don't know him personally. You know, he seems pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, sidetracked. Pretty much I wanted to go over the things I've been working on. All of this, by the way, fresh, new, hot content. Everything here is brand spanking new. Like the enemy, well, kinda. The enemy models, the weapon models and animations and the sounds and all that stuff. Just like the UI. Also, I only have 2 weapon slots right now. But so that's kind of bare bones, but I'll still try to go around and try out all the weapons I can. Oh yeah, except for this one. This thing's barely changed. The only thing that's happened to this is it's got an empty reload and it has an inspect now. Pretty nice. I kind of did it pretty lazily though. This is Andy's gun actually. I didn't do it. I grabbed the blend file from him when I started doing this merging process, and then I added a couple animations myself, tweaked it a bit. Honestly, a ton of what this has been. Oh, this is actually, I'm super proud of this gun. I did this one. Also, you'll see new pickup system on the bottom left. Hey! Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, this sparks joy. Anyway, pretty much, it's been like a rewrite of pretty much everything. Like, pretty much taking a better look at how I think mechanics should be played out, how enemies should play, how weapons should feel and look and sound and all that kind of stuff. And it's been this like huge process over the course of the last month to get the gameplay to a point where I really enjoyed playing the game again. And I think other people would too. Let's pick up the LMG. This thing hasn't changed much because it's already pretty much perfect. And I don't think I have all the sounds down for this one yet either. I know that... I mean, for God's sake, are you kidding me? What the fuck? It's awesome. It's an awesome gun. Oh, the reload's in. Alright, that's good. Not all the guns are ready yet. But, one thing you probably noticed that popped up on the screen, it said clear the level. Also, I have the science club right now. I'm still working on that. There's no sounds for it yet. But it said clear the level, and when I do that, somewhere around here in the corner, actually probably in the center now, yep, there he is. The Legion Sentinel's gonna pop up. He's pretty calm at first. He doesn't really mind at all if you just shoot the shit out of him. But he's gonna start summoning hounds. Yeah, there's one. I'm still working on this guy a lot, but pretty much what's gonna happen is he's gonna pop up every 10 rounds, and you're gonna have to kill him. Also, wow, my God, I screwed that up. I need to go whack him. He has an energy shield, and once you get him down far enough, ooh, shit, that's another thing. Enemies still have collision right now, so you can get launched. But once he gets down far enough, he'll start moving, and eventually he becomes the fastest enemy in the game by a lot. But this is early in the game, so you can pretty easily whack him. Also, this is like the most work in progress thing in the world. And I'm also using an LMG, so this is going to seem way easier than it actually is. Ugh, okay. There it is. Okay. So pretty much the idea behind him and his hounds is these guys are going to explode when you kill them, kind of like in COD Zombies. And he's just going to be like a nice little mix-up. Not really more or less difficult than normal rounds, I'd say, or normal enemies when they're all combined. I'd say he's just a bit different. Like, you have to approach him a bit differently to mix things up a bit when you get in the middle of a firefight. So, that's kind of fun. The Science Club, honestly, this is actually really something you might like. Once you do this, you can do a ground pound with the Science Club. And that's another thing I'm doing, is like when I'm redoing all the melee weapons, is I got rid of durability, first and foremost. That's no longer a thing. But I'm kind of taking a new step back and looking at them in a different way. I don't feel like melee weapons should be these things that you're getting a lot. At one point in time, actually I'm pretty sure in the current update, I once tried to do power weapons, which was like the BHG and the flamethrower and the railbow. These are meant to be guns you were supposed to get like really, really rarely, but they were meant to be extremely powerful. And I think what I've decided was that it's kind of stupid. I need another grenade. I think it's kind of stupid to do that in the sense like, oh, what if we have these separate guns? Because any gun should be balanced equally, I feel. But I have this really great opportunity to take melee weapons and kind of twist them into a... Why am I all the way up there? Oh, I guess it's just the light. Weird. I had this really good opportunity to take melee weapons and twist that in a better way, though. So I think that's what I'm doing with melee weapons now. Also, I still have my stim in. That animation was nearly perfect, so I didn't change it. And that animation, funny enough, was made in forward kinematics in Unity. So I'm pretty proud of that. I think it turned out really good. Grenades are way faster to throw now that you don't have that like pull the pin animation anymore. They're mostly meant for clearing shields rather than getting kills. But since I'm only on threat level 13 right now, I can pretty quickly use it to take out big groups of enemies. But yeah, as you can see, infantry have changed to be more like elites from Halo. Oh, I need to show you dual wielding. Let me find the two dual wieldable guns. The assault rifle will be dual wieldable, but right now it's not. Shit. I guess I could do. Let's start with the classics. Actually, no. I'll show you a fun combination. It's two burst carbines. Hey! Alright, that's fun. Oh, the sound effect on this is changing as well. So ignore the sound effect of the fire on that. That didn't kill him? Oh my god. So one thing Stim does now is if you take it, you can get... Well, I guess it kind of did that before, but it's more of a main purpose now. Is if you have low health and you take a Stim, you immediately start to regen your shield. I need to take care of these infantry because they're kind of being a problem right now. Also, another thing is like you'll probably notice that there's a day-night cycle now. I'm kind of playing with it. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I know a lot of people want me to tie actual mechanics to it, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be doing that either. Also, what is this? I did not realize the world was right there. This is the first time being over here since I added the background. But anyway, one thing I'm doing though is I'm kind of redoing how worlds look as well. They're a bit brighter and a bit happier during the day, but at night, it's midday now, but once the sun goes down, you'll see it. Alright, I need better guns. Ooh, grenade launcher. This is like the perfect area clearing weapon over here. One shot. Woo! When I first started doing this, one of the things I did is I had like a group of 300 enemies, I think. Oh no, it's like 600. Or maybe, I don't know. It was a lot of fucking enemies. And I just like took one grenade launcher shot to the middle of them and they just like exploded in rain. It was crazy. Maybe I'll, if I can remember this later, I'll put the video in there of that happening. Oh, this is fun. Ammo's not in yet, but it will be soon. And I think you can dual wield the grenade launcher. Yeah, you can. Oh, there's a glitch. Some guns that haven't been updated yet. So I changed the system for how you're supposed to do one-handed. And so sometimes when I don't have them updated to do one-handed, it gets glitched. But that's an easy fix. Look at that, didn't even kill him. This guy's tanky. This is now that I'm on threat level 14, maybe 13, I don't know. Now that I'm here though, this is like the base level for all enemies. Like this is that's how quickly it gets to like their normal health and normal stuff. But I've kind of changed how that works too, since they no longer, their accuracy isn't influenced anymore. They no longer like track you with like lasers. It's pretty much consistent throughout all the threat levels. And so you're dodging, like the way you dodge and move, doesn't really have to change from threat level 1 and onward. Just a nice little change there. I think a big part of this has just been about like taking and seeing what works with previous versions, what people hate, what people don't dislike as much, and just trying to make the perfect version that I know how to make so far of the game. Also, funny enough, earlier today I was like, hey guys, people who were like testing this version of the game out, I was like, hey, make like a 2 or 3 sentence long, oh shit, 2 or 3 sentence long like description of what you feel the dev branch is at. I think a lot of them is like, oh, it's kind of like Get to the Orange Door 2.0. And so I might, when I release this update, I might actually call it that. Because I haven't decided whether I'm going to release this as part of its own update, or if I'm going to just like shove it into the Dark Down Under. Because I'm not entirely sure yet. It's still up in the air. When and what this update is going to entail. I guess we'll find out soon. Oof, dear God. I can't show it off right now because I don't have it up, but you maybe saw it the other day. I released a video of the new main menu and the new Get to the Orange Door theme and everything, so it's like, it's literally like a redo of like the original version of the game. It's ooh, that one just disappeared through the ground. That projectile. Still gotta iron out the kinks. But yeah, no, I've gotten the spear done, the fist done, and the science club done. Next, I want to do the katana. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to have 2 versions of it. One for the starter cards and one for the regular use. And another way, I was talking about melee weapons earlier, but melee weapons are acquired through boss fights now, like mini boss fights. And I haven't... Oh, so look how good the fucking knight looks. Are you kidding me? They look so good. That's a blend between a procedural skybox and like an actual asset I got on the asset store for free. It's like a Milky Way skybox, like no cost at all. And then the procedural skybox I have with the day-night cycle. Also, I was literally, like this morning, I woke up and I'm just like, I went to bed last night, I was like, oh, I need to think of a way on how I'm going to do like showing equipment cooldowns. Because I haven't done like in the bottom left corner and the bottom right corner of the screen, I haven't done all the UI stuff for that yet. Because I don't really know how I want it to look yet. But I went to bed thinking like, oh man, how am I going to do... like the UI for that, and I was like, oh, I just go back on my normal thing, steal it from Titanfall, because that's kind of how Titanfall's looks, is like in the corners. And also I'm doing tactical and lethal equipment as well, so like my lethal equipment is on the right, and that's my grenades, and my tactical equipment is my stim. Also, here's a fun little thing. You can do like a science club hop and get a lot of momentum going. Bro, this is just fun. It's just fun to play around with, and so I'm really happy with where we're at so far. Even if we're only a month in, I feel like by the end of the next month, I'm going to have a lot more like genuine stuff to show. I'm starting working on bringing the old levels back to the main game. And I think one thing I really want to give a good shot, and maybe not now, if not now, then later, I want to get them looking the way I had originally envisioned them looking, which was kind of like the words I always used to describe it was like neon techno jungle. I always wanted to look like a neon techno jungle, which is like an overrun ancient civilization, like being overtaken and by like overgrowth, and like, whoo, holy shit, I got a boogie. It's starting to get difficult now. It's these infantry, man. There's too many of them. I think I might lower their spawns. But no, I want to take another look at that and just see if... Oh, God, that's so cool. See if I can just get it to look like that a bit more. I had some concept art I was showing off the other day for it. And I know Krev and I talked about it as well, trying to get the art style back in that kind of general position. He's doing some buildings, I think, and then Absol's going to be doing some cars and vehicles and stuff like that. So we're going to be kind of doing like an overground city type thing, I guess. Kind of like, I really liked Angel City from Titanfall. So I kind of want to do something along those lines. I don't remember what the map was called, but there's a map in Titanfall 2 where it was like, it was a map of like the big ship that like was downed in the rocky cliff area. I don't know what it's called. It's not the one from, it's not the remake. It's not like the Boneyard remake from Titanfall 1. It's the original from Titanfall 2. And I was like taking screenshots of that level for like kind of like inspiration level design, because I love that how that level plays. Which I'm pretty sure I'm the only one, because whenever I actually get it, people are like, ah, I hate this level. So it's probably just me. But I was taking screenshots of that, and I think that's kind of the type of rock structure and like wall run structure I want to have. Threat level 15, Jesus Christ. I may have made this a bit too difficult. For threat level 15. I think I want difficulty to max out at like threat level 50. Maybe not like speed between when you're like going through threat levels. Maybe not that at 50. I think it's just still slow down further after that. Maybe to like 100. But as far as like how difficult it's going to be, I think 50 is like... After 50, it should just be amount of like, oh, I have my weapons, I have my setup now. I should have like a nice balanced gameplay experience. Getting all that working is going to be a pain in the ass. Also, you probably notice I have more than one dash now. By default, you're going to have one dash, but I've got a player upgrade system. Like a permanent player upgrade system underway. And so that's where you're going to upgrade your dashes. Man, these projectiles are falling. Like, a lot. Like, they're just like sliding through the ground. My guess is that I only have... I think I know exactly what's happening. The rake has to detect when it hits something. It's only going in the forward direction of where that thing starts, but because this gun has physics, it's not going to like angle correctly. I should either increase the radius of the raycast, or I should just make a new system so it points in the direction it's heading rather than the direction it started in. Man, this video sucks. Jesus Christ, look at me. I'm white. God, I'm white. Fuck. That's the last thing I wanted to be. Look at that. Fuck. That's pathetic. My culture is like white bread and mayo. If I'm feeling spicy, I might add ketchup. You take my skin away, I'm probably transparent. God damn, that's disappointing.